I'm going to be making a lot of videos here coming up. A lot of people have religion mixed up. They don't understand Islam, so they don't understand Christianity. And because of that, they won't understand Catholicism. So they read one book that was written by Catholic people long ago that was adjusted by King James, and they don't even read the 1611 version that has the first and second Maccabees. They don't want to read the books that are written like the Quran, but they want to claim to talk religion. I'm a theist now, right? I do believe there was a Christ. I do believe he may have been a woman. In fact, I believe the Catholic Church, perhaps, crucified many women and men. And I think a lot of people stood up to them. But the Catholic Church today does not do that. They are just a church, people. But they use methods of hypnotism on accident. I want to expose what religion is. Okay? It's kind of a con, but it's only about as much of a con as Abraham Lincoln. Right? He's a Lincoln or Lincoln. See, he licked the coin as a Democrat and freed slaves. I respect that. But I would have preferred an African American gentleman to do it, if that's okay. I would prefer it had been like a Dave Chappelle. Now, I'm going to go over a lot of things in my ancestry. I just want everyone to understand one thing, man. I know what green behind the ear means in Kentucky. I know what it means in Scotland. And I know gringo is the same thing in Hispanic. Or Spanish spoken in South America. Right? The Hispanic version of Spanish, because they don't talk that way in Spain. I'm just trying to be polite and explain to people why your religions have been a con. They were used to end slavery once upon a time by our forefathers. I am no Freemason, but the information's free here. My ancestry built Freemason buildings in Ohio, or in Washington. But they built Shriner hospitals too, and that's important, man. They were helping people. But I want to explain this stuff to everyone. But I love you guys. Shrek's my favorite movie because a donkey's a donkey and an ogre's an ogre. Are you mad at me because I think child movie hilarious? It's ironic as hell, man. But I'm a white boy in Kentucky, right? From California that's wizard robe never got a little pointy. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, his name is Q. And I don't ever care what people call him after that. Like I gave him a name. All I wanted was the letter Q because it means intelligence in the Gaelic language, which was what Jesus came from, is a place called Galilee. Right? Gaelic is an Irish language, though. What happened to that? Was he Scottish or Irish? Was there a mix-up in the time? Can I explain what Druids were and why they had to die? Can I show people what we did in America? And nobody read the books, right? I read them all, man. One of my best friends is one of the few that still today will take me to a fucking English lesson because he's a better writer. And I hope to be a better speaker. He corrected me yesterday. I'm like, are you atheist or anti-theist? And I'm like, well, yes. Like, I believe and I know there's a God because all this exists. But if I ask the question, can I eat this delicious lamb that Islam speaks of and Christianity as well? If I eat one before it becomes a sheep, or am I going to get vegan people upset with me? Or should I wait till it's a sheep and eat mutton like a barbarian? Barbarians ate mutton. See what I mean? Like, what just happened? Did we just go into barbarian land, or are we still talking about religion? Well, the barbarian horde surrounded Rome before Jesus' death. But nobody knows that. Those were those animal-worshipping people. I dare call them natives of Europe. But they called them the barbarian horde because there was a lot of them. In America, we had the Native American. They also worshiped the animals, much like Norse mythology, right? However, they did it more kindly, from what I've been able to gather. They also knew it was smart to hide behind a tree and shoot someone with an arrow if they try to steal your land. How we beat them with muskets instead of arrows, I have no idea. But we did, using chemical warfare in blankets that we passed around that gave them smallpox. So people don't want to talk about the elephant in the room, the tallest druid of all, if you will. Was he a wizard? Did he wear a red robe? Was he maybe a politician? Nobody wants to bring this stuff up, man. Nobody wants to bring up what our government's actually done for us or against us. And I would like to be the voice of reason and show people why their religion's important, but dangerous. But I love you guys. Thanks for coming out.